Hi, gonna make a really quick video today. It's on Global All Stars. We know the finale is coming up. We know this season is finally going to come to an end. Honestly, can't say I'm too sad about this season ending. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are celebrating that this season is finally ending. It's just, we know what went wrong. We know the favoritism. We know the riggery. We know the horrible edit, the cast that did not really do anybody any favors. We know. We've seen. It's hard to watch. Like, really hard to watch. But let's go into the topic of the video, who should win. Well, we need to go over the track records. We need to go over the storyline. We need to go over overall fan reception and overall what would be the best outcome for this unfortunate track season. It's horrible. There's no getting around it. This is one of the worst seasons of Drag Race. I would actually say it topples over Down Under season 1, All Stars 1, Italia 1. This is awful. This is bad. And I feel bad for everybody involved. I feel bad for the queens. I feel bad for the guest judges. I feel bad for the editors. I feel bad for virtually everybody involved in this season. But let's go over who should win. If we go off of track record, which we know Drag Race really doesn't go for track record anymore, but if we go off of track record, then Queen and Kitty have the best record because the season was basically rigged in their favor the entire time. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. We all saw the same season. We all watched the same season. We all saw the riggery go down. We saw it. Did they have undeserved wins? No. I actually think Queen had a pretty deserved win in the acting challenge. I think her win was, I didn't personally find her that funny in the roast, but almost nobody was funny in that roast. So it's like, who do you really give it to? Um, Kitty, I will say, as rigged as she had it this season, I actually didn't mind her Snatch Game win. That one I don't feel was that rigged. Um, yeah, no, Kitty and Queen have the best track record. There's no getting around it. If we were going off a track record, it'd probably be a double crowning between those two. Um, if we're going off of fan reception, who the fans want to win, then Nelania has the biggest fan support right now. And I have a very strong feeling that I don't think that was what the editors wanted. I really do not think they wanted. I truly do believe the way this season was edited and produced, I do believe that we were supposed to view Nelania as the villain. We were supposed to view her as the outlier, the plain Jane of the season, the Violet Chachki of the season, the Raven of the season. Oh, Lord. Um, I feel like that's how we were meant to view her, at least going off of the edit. But then the opposite happened. The opposite happened, and we ended up seeing a lot of the fans actually preferred Nelania's performance on the season. So if we go off of fan backing, then Nelania should get the win based off of fan votes. Because we know this, it's already been stated many times, all 4 endings were filmed. They film all 4 endings to avoid the ending being leaked out. Thanks, Perez Hilton. Thank you for that. um, but if we were going off of, fan backing, Nelania. And then that leaves Alyssa. Where does Alyssa benefit from this? The only real thing Alyssa benefits from winning this is her first finale. She got a slightly less obnoxious edit than Queen and Kitty. She got a slightly less hateable edit than Queen and Kitty. But she was also invisible for most of the season. So it's kind of hard to root for her. Especially when the show doesn't even seem to care for her all that much. I mean, she was safe the entire time she was there. She had a couple high placements. She had a top 2 placement in the first episode, and she got a win in that episode with Queen, which I actually don't disagree with Queen's win there. I actually think that win was, you can make a toss up of as to whether or not Queen or Alyssa could have been swapped out for somebody else, but for the most part, I wouldn't count Queen and Alyssa's shared win there as riggery. I would say that one was pretty fair. But just going off of like everything involved, who connected the most with the audience? Nelania. Who had the most wins? Queen and Kitty. Who had the most neutral edit? Alyssa. Who was the most engaging one? That answer is subjective. Everybody has a different answer. I've seen some people say Queen was the most entertaining. I've seen people say Alyssa is the most entertaining. I've seen people say Kitty is the most entertaining. But I would say the majority of posts that I have seen, both online, offline, in person, majority of the people I've spoken to that have actually been able to sit through this entire season, all pretty much majority agree Nelania was their favorite. So I do believe it is impertinent that if they do want any kind of saving grace from this season, any kind of even a smidgen of a chance that this series gets a season 2, which hopefully, if it does, season 2 is a lot better than season 1. But overall, I think that the best course of action for the producers, the best possible choice for the crown, And I want to say, before I say who I think should personally win, I don't want any hate sent to any of the top four because of what I'm going to say. I don't want any vile threats sent to any of the top four. I don't want anybody discrediting what the top four has done. Even when I was talking about whether or not the challenge wins were rigged or no, that's not on any of the top four. They did not choose to win. I do not blame Kitty or Queen for the season being rigged in their favor. They don't pick the wins. RuPaul picks the wins. So let me be very crystal clear with that. Do not send hate to anybody that I am mentioning. Please. It's a TV show and it's a high pressure competition that's going to bring out the worst sides in everybody. So keep that in mind. I feel the most viable option to win, if you want any kind of saving grace for this season, any kind of last minute thing that could save this dumpster fire of a season, anything, I think the best choice for the winner would be Nelania. It would solve a large number of the criticisms the fans had throughout the season. She was the most engaging one to watch throughout the season by a vast majority of people. She connected the most with the audience. And again, everybody would say, that this season was rigged in the Rue girls' favor to win. Any of them were to win. Which again, if any of them win, I'm not going to be upset. I will be happy with whoever wins because, truth be told, I just want this season to be done. I just want this season to be done. I want it out. I don't want to speak of this season beyond this point. I don't want to acknowledge this season beyond this point. We all are tired of this season. We are all sick of this season. We all want it to burn. It's already crashed and burned. We just want it gone. So with that being said, I think Nelania would be the best choice for the crown. It would answer a lot of the fan backlash. It would be the most viable option for the win. And she is, at least as the last time I checked for the voting, has the most amount of votes for the win by far. So my pick for the win is Nelania, but do not take me saying Nelania to then use that to attack Kitty or Queen. Please do not. Please do not do that. That is not what the intention of this video is. That is not what I want. I do not want to see that kind of vitriol on my page. Okay? You can have disagreements, but you can have them civilly. Do not come into my comment section and start cussing people out. Do not come into my comment section and start putting people down. Do not come into my comment section and start attacking everybody that has a different opinion. If you have a different opinion than me, I welcome that opinion. I welcome you to put that in the comment section if you want to discuss that opinion. I'm open to hearing all sides of the political spectrum. Even if your answer ends up being Queen or Kitty, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine hearing you out and saying why you think they should win. You're entitled to that opinion, just like I'm entitled to my opinion. Do not use an opinion to then attack people. That's not okay. It's not tolerable, and we do not support that. Now, Global All Stars, what I'm going to say, ending this off, please, next time you get a season like this, if you even get renewed for a season 2, because it's starting to not look very likely. When you get to your second season of Global All Stars, take the notes that fans have been giving you. Do better with the editing. Do better with the favoritism. Do better with the riggery. Do better at giving the other contestants a chance to shine. Do better. This is Kunimitsu signing out. Have a blessed day.